know it sounds cliche, I know it sounds like a sales pitch, but it is true that German car companies start out building their cars for the Autobahn. That's why people get this sense that the German cars are of such high quality. Well, because, you know, they kind of are. We're going to be in Chemnitz in about 10 minutes at this rate. Yahoo!
We're on the A4 Autobahn heading to Chemnitz, which was East Germany's Detroit, or maybe Pittsburgh, a town of iron and coal, hammer and tongs. After the wall fell, much of the manufacturing secured by the East German government moved away.
It's interesting for two reasons. One, it has one of the most ridiculous Stalinist monument ever. It's the Grosse Kopf von Karl Marx. It's a giant bronze decapitated head of the German economist. And the other reason it's interesting is that Auto Union's race team was headquartered here in Chemnitz before the war. In 1933, Hitler decided that he would create a state-sponsored racing program to win world records and glory for the Reich. That started the Auto Union racing team, which was the offices here were in Chemnitz, and the works were set up in the old Horsch factory. So that's why Chemnitz is kind of important to our story. Now, we wanted to see the Grosse Kopf von Karl Marx, but unfortunately there's a giant neo-Nazi rally in front of the statue. So we're going to wade in and see how that goes. You know, neo-Nazis, they're a pretty friendly bunch. I think it'll go well. Well, we arrived too late because the neo-Nazis have left, and the only people who are here are the left, the super left. And here is the giant monument that I was telling you about. It's a scary head of Karl Marx.
You call this a commie rally? Please. I meant more Marxists in graduate school. Still, I feel I need a strong dose of capitalism. On to Ingolstadt, and the home of Audi. Audi's direct injection V10 is extremely fuel efficient, and the car gets really good mileage, provided you don't drive it at the speed of small aircraft.
So, you know, it's fun, but it's also expensive. This is a 200,000 euro car, and it goes through gas like an Iraqi retreat. So there's benzene, there's super benzene, and then there's super duper benzene. That's what this baby drinks. It's $1.62 per liter. That's about $6.40 a gallon. It'll take about $120 to fill up the tank in this baby. This is the Audi Forum and Museum in Ingolstadt, Germany, the spiritual home of the R8. Believe me, it wasn't easy getting it across the Atlantic. For American audiences, the whole Auto Union thing might be a little confusing. Think of it as GM for Germany. There were four companies, DKW, Audi, Wander, Horsch. They came together in 1932 to form the Auto Union Corporation. That's where the four rings come from. They continued to make cars under their own imprint until 1939, while the corporation handled research, marketing, development, and the racing. Mercedes and Auto Union's Silver Arrows dominated Grand Prix racing in the 1930s. Less well known are these cars. This is an Auto Union Stromlinienwagen. These cars were built to set land speed records for the glory of the Reich. What's extraordinary about these cars is their level of technical development for the time. I mean, this is a mid-engine, 16-cylinder, supercharged, 520, let's say 550 horsepower car with massive brakes and rack and pinion steering and all kinds of aerodynamic development that wouldn't be seen again, at least in passenger cars, until the Toyota Prius. I still think the Auto Union is prettier. September 1, 1939, the Germans roll into Poland. World War II is on. All of Auto Union's resources are devoted to the war effort, but it all goes very badly, thank God. And on May 6, 1945, the Auto Union Board of Directors have their last meeting before they hightail it out of town. May 8th is VE Day. And then for Auto Union, oblivion.
When we return, we take Horace Greeley's advice and go west. Way west, as in California and the Pacific Coast Highway. It's the perfect place for Audi's Sunshine Supercar.
God, this car is fast. Dangerously, dangerously fast.